Well, hello there. I already did this once, but that didn't work. Welcome to technology. Still smiling, still joyful to be here, watching God all work it out. That's what's happening. And, as you see, I do have a children's story up now. Couple more little things to get rolling so that we can have more time together. But I'm happy for the time we have today again. I love rehearsals. No, I don't. But let's see if we can get there again. Now, what was I talking about? Oh, yes, kindness. That's what I'm going to call this one, simply kindness. And I'm going to take it from a little different angle this time. And that is that kindness to yourself. You've had those moments where you're kind of railing on yourself. It happens. Everybody does it. You know, yeah, yeah, you may, worthless, dot, dot, dot. You know that. You might use the words kumquat because, like, yeah, well. Maybe nobody's heard that, but Northern colloquialism from Ontario. Okay. Hmm. Where I live in now. I mean, the old St. John. Uh, but as you're doing that, and you realize, oops, I'm doing that again. Just give yourself something. Just a little kindness. Maybe a few minutes of something you like to listen to, maybe a little bit of worship that you'll really like. Maybe simply just a 5-minute nap, whatever it is. You know, just find something that you can be kind to yourself with and do that. Simple. Yet it works. Railing away and then you take that moment of kindness, you might find that that whole railing disappears or at least it loses some power. Do another act of kindness, it may go away completely. Just remember you're made with reverence in your workings. You're wonderful and beautiful because God created you that way. Just remember that. Give yourself a little kindness and you'll see what happens. Now, we'll leave it there for now. We, go to the thing of, well, how do you get a hold of me, right? I don't have those stickers around the thing yet. I'll get there. I'm working on them and figure out how to do them in a way that will work for me. Also plan to get subtitles and other things going, so it'll get there. University's coming up, so that's going to become my primary thing that I do on top of what I do for nourishment so that I can pay the people I require to pay. Anyway, enough of that. So if you want to reach out to me at Start Healing, well, Eric at starthealing.me, Eric at starthealing.me, Eric at starthealing.me. And I'll send you a link when you send me a request and we'll have a talk. Maybe I'm part of your healing puzzle. Only way to know is to reach out. So let's get to that story. Oh, really liked it the first time. Hopefully we can get there the second time. So they were discussing the Sunday sermon, and he was finishing off his tea and food, and it was good. And he had just said, that they hadn't talked about that stuff for a long time. Called it another word, didn't he? But anyway, he got to that place where he looked up at her and he said, "Well, maybe I should be going to see the banker." And she said, "Well, come back later." She said, "I'm going to make, I'm feeling like Chinese, so uh, I'm gonna make some sweet and sour pork balls and pork chop suey and rice. So should come back. Oh, I will come back for that. That sounds yum. Um, so he gets up and he walks over to her and he gives her a cuddle, and she goes, "Oh, I like cuddles." And he said, "So do I, ma'am. So do I." And he said, "I'm hmm, huh? Okay, guy. Is there a shed back there with some belts in it? Belts for motors and stuff. Oh, that would be my husband. He used to handle around here and keep things running. He couldn't do what you do. You have a much bigger talent than his. But he's a bit of a tinkerer too. Yeah, if you go to that shed back there. Oh, that's his man shed. You'll find what you're looking for, I think. Not, we'll find it in the city. Well, just have this inkling of mine didn't require it to help the banker. So he goes back and he finds a whole bunch of belts. He goes, those look like they might be useful, and tosses them into that toolbox and seems to be following him around. And he wanders down and he finds a place that looks like an old-fashioned bank, well lit up. So he turns off his lamp and walks up, and the door's open. So he walks in and he goes, "Hello." And the guy goes, "Hi." He goes, "You must be the new one." Yep. Um, Been given a name called Joseph and don't have much else to tell you. He said, "That's okay. We all have our own stories." And he looked at the guy's eyes and he goes, "Yeah, I can see that. Well, let me show you this beast. It was given to me by the same guy. Well, I'm just here to look at the moment and I'll see what I can do. Uh, Picked up some belts. Those might be useful here. I got a feeling it just felt that way." "Oh, you're one of those." "Sometimes I am." "I've been getting bits and pieces off that old D9 out there, but it can run." "It can?" "Yeah. It even fixed the track problem it was having. Seen that before." "Okay." He goes, "Well, I know the guy." He said, "So I'll let him know about that." "Okay." He'd be kind of happy to have that D9 back. All right. Well, let's see this thing. He follows the guy into the room where it is, points back there, and they go in. "Wow, that is a World War II diesel generator. Whew, that's an oldie. But they were built solid. I'll see what I can do." "Okay." So in a couple of hours, he got it tore down. He's cleaning it up using all those bits and pieces he's found, and he's getting everything cleaned up and ready. And he realizes, yeah, yeah, I'm going to need those belts. These belts are shot. So he spends another couple hours doing that. And he's humming away, singing to himself and thinking more about what he's going to be speaking on. And before he knows it, in about another couple hours, somehow, he's got it all back together. Looks good. Tightens up the belts. Turns on. Ah, poor thing's out of time. Give me a minute here. He tinkers with it a bit more. Ah, no, no, no. Come on, be nice to me. And in a few minutes, he's got it going. Ah, it's better. And just like he has on the other generators, he fixes it so the guy all has to do is push a button, and off it goes. The guy goes, "Whoa, that's nice. I'll let this guy know you're good with motors because he's got a couple of mechanics, but they don't do this." Well, let him know that that D9 can run. I mean, I've found what was wrong with it and fixed that, but I haven't turned it on yet. But I could if you wanted me to. It's got the tracks. That's the thing they're missing. And I'm gonna have to probably put in some parts, but I can pick those up for him. We can work that out. He said, "Well, I'll get on the CB and let him know." I said, "That's how you talk around here, huh?" Yeah, well, that and my ham radio in my own house up top here, around the corner. He said, "But the CB will reach him quite easily." And he goes, "Oh," he said, "You got that all running for me. That's very nice." Going into the city, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna take her in and get her some propane so that she's not trying to wiggle jars around to get it to work. Yeah, yeah, that'd be good. We all like her food. We all end up eating there. Kind of a barter system, and we'll be each giving her some money for a restaurant. Oh yeah, well, I'll be too if I had some. And he said, but so you drive? Yeah, I do. He said, but I don't have a license. Just don't even know what country I'm in, so it's kind of hard to have one. So, well, there's a kiosk over there where you could get your beginners to start with. That would be cool, but I don't have any ID. I mean, I was just given the name Joseph, and I don't even have a last name. So, but I've been, well, the chief could help you with that. He said, yeah, I know. I've been talking to the chief. He's going to kind of grandfather me in. I was just praying about it, seeing if that was what he was supposed to do. And oh, look at that. The chief just walked in. Hi, chief. Hey, been looking for you. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you in as a band member. You will have native status without tax rights. You remember that? Yep, yep, that's fine. Oh my, the generator's running. That means the kiosk is up. Yep, and I can do this right now. And he walks over and no internet. Just give me a minute. The guy looks a little perplexed. He says, I have no clue. He said, it was a line before. I'll have to call the people and let them come in. And Joseph looks at him and goes, don't worry about it. We'll go up there and we'll align it. Just where's your ladder? In the dark. Oh yeah, that's I've done a lot of things in the dark. Um, the guy tells him where the ladder is. It's out by the trailer. Nice. Wonder if I can borrow that for a little while. That would make getting stuff from the barn, getting stuff from oh yeah, this I could work with. And he gets the ladder up there and he works on the dish and eventually he goes pink. They get internet. Hello, there goes the kiosk is up. So Chief punches in all his numbers and says, "So what do I call you, Joseph? What about last name? Well, you're a fixer. No, I don't like that word." And he comes back. He goes, "Tinkerer. Okay, I can be Joseph Tinkerer. I like that actually." He said, "Okay, I'm going to agree that I saw your paperwork because God says you're good. You're good." And you know, um, the guy goes, "Well, I can swear an oath that this guy says his name is that." And yeah, okay. So they do all of that, and he signs it as a notary. And he goes, "Well, I do a few things, like banking, notary." Oh, okay. Well, here we are, aren't we? And so the chief gives him the paperwork and says, "You are now officially a band member. Uh, I go back and get some more rest. I feel a little off." So Chiefs turning around. Oh my, that must hurt. Yeah, it is my boat back. It's just this mining injury. I haven't been able to go back to work. Oh, it would be so nice if I could. I still got a few years of me of swinging a pick, I think. Well, mine is, mining machine, but it's the same thing. And Joseph walks over, man, and he goes, yeah, and he goes down his back, and he says, let's see, well, we'll align that and shift that muscle group underneath your shoulder, and then just give me a second. You got to work down here, and he goes down to his foot, takes off his boot for a minute, and he goes, woof, yeah, yeah, I know, I got to have a bath here soon. And he wiggles a toe, and thwink, oh my goodness, where did the pain go? Ah. They just were misaligned, something like, tension in the wrong places. That'll help. Oh, that more than helps. I'm going to do some working out, and if we can do this again and we can keep the pain away, I can go back to work. Okay, well, should be fine. Just have a misaligned disc. Disc is a little rough, so you need to get some Don Quai, and that will help. He goes, oh, I can get that from the medicine woman well, you'll get to meet her. She's an interesting person too. Well, you all are. He goes, well, I gotta go and lay down now. He said, that felt good. He said, I can actually rest. I'll phone the mine in the morning and say I can come back in and try it. Well, that'd be awesome. He said, well, we'll have to straighten this out later. He said, I gotta go lay down. He said, I feel really tired. I said, you just did all the work. I just moved the bones. He goes, thank you. And out the door he goes, disappearing into that dark fairly quickly. Light bobbing away there, but it's mostly gone. He goes over, I guess, I can do the thing now. I have numbers and stuff. Yes. So he sits down, about 30 minutes. He's written the test. He passed it. The guy looks at him and goes, well, I can certify that, and then you'll have it. Then you have your beginners. And the lady you're riding with has a license, hasn't driven in years, probably won't. Um, but at least you'll be legal. Yes, yes. He goes, and I do the driver's test, so you're going to get rubber stamped on that. I've seen you drive around. You look like you're a good driver. Well, I try to be. He said, I can't do it for a little while, but I'll do it. Yeah. And he said, a week or so, I'll have you with a license. Okay. Look down at the paperwork, Joseph Tinker. Now, what am I supposed to do with all this paperwork? The other guy goes, oh, here. And he gives him a nice, looks leather bag that fits all the papers. Well, thank you. He said, well, least I can do. He says, you got my generator running. Oh, there's some money in there. Oh, yeah, that's for that and for aligning the dish. And uh, let's say the rest is the trailer. I don't need it. And I saw you looking at it. Oh, yeah, I need a trailer. Need a trailer that's roadworthy. Oh, that's all certified. I'll certify it, so you don't have to worry about that. How are you going to get it out of there? Oh, I'll just pull it up. So, well, I should get going here. Yeah, yeah. Well, that generator sounds awesome. It's gonna run out of fuel shortly. Oh, I see these barrels out there. Yeah. I can't move them for reasons that we'll talk about later. Yeah. I'll get to know your story. You'll get to know mine eventually, right? Yeah, yeah. So he goes out and he finds a pull cart, drops a barrel on it. He says, you got a couple of barrels out of here. That one's full. Ooh, yeah, it's full. Rolls it onto the cart, rolls it in, drops it. So there you are. You know, hook that up. You'll have at least a couple of days running on that. Got another barrel, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm working with the chief to find some places to grow corn, even in the winter, because the K's would work, or old mines. It's a miner, so that's even better. He'll probably know where the old mines are. If that lichen is growing, if it isn't, we can find it. It can grow. It's not hard. We'll create enough light to grow the crops. Amazing." Said, "You're quite the tinkerer." He goes, "Yeah." And he goes, okay. I'll let him know. That guy, when you talk to him with the CV, he's kind of probably struggling. Yeah, he is a bit. He hasn't hit his pocket yet. Well, does he have a property where there's a river running alongside and then there's a ridge, like a low ridge? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know how you know about it, but God's God. Yeah, I understand that. Well, if he goes a couple hundred yards down that and digs in, sluices that, he'll have his pocket for this year. Let him know I'll fix anything he's got, or at least I'll give it a good go. Well, I'll let him know because there's a lot of stuff he's having problems with. You can't get great mechanics up here, and the ones that come up say they can do much more than they can do. So he doesn't have any right now. He's fired the last two. All right. Well, I'm open. I'll work for him, get these things running, but I also have to be able to do the things I'm supposed to be doing too. Yes. Got it. So, well, I better get going here. And he goes back there and he lifts up the trailer. The banker looks at him and goes, "That's the way it works, huh? Yeah, well, got a little bit of strength." So I'll haul this over by my Jeep and I'll get it hooked up for Saturday and we'll go get parts of that barn and we'll build me stuff a garage so we can work on things. Well, that'll be awesome. There's a few cars around here I probably need a bit of tinkering on. I probably can help him somewhat. Not a mechanic per se, but I can probably tinker on older vehicles. Not so good on the new ones. Oh, don't worry, nothing new here. And he goes, well, set him off. And he grabs a hold of the trailer and yanks it out. And off he goes and gets up to his hill, sets it down. So, boy, I'm hungry. So he goes down to the diner slash bar slash church and walks in and she goes, "Oh, you're just in time. I just finished off the meal." And so she puts it out and she sits there and they chat about just general things, having a nice meal. We'll leave it there. So let's have a blessing. We did this twice. That's good. I just want to be the blessing from God, wrapped in joy, wrapped in peace, wrapped in everything else that that brush wishes to paint for you that's in God's hands. According to God's will and wish, according to your will and wish, this can be. So we come before you, Father, Spirit, Son, and we just are so grateful that you look after us in all the little ways and all the big ways. We ask you to push back the darkness from all of these that are listening so that they can get a little closer to you. If it's for the first time or for the hundredth time, it doesn't matter. You're there. And as they go through the story and gain the tools and come to the understanding that you really do look after people, you really do speak through people. It is the amazing things that you do. We're going to leave it there with you. We're thankful for all that you do. And we thank you for grace and mercy. We thank you for courage and strength along the way. And we say thankful, grateful, gratitude, thankful, grateful, gratitude, thankful, grateful, gratitude. Standing in awe and honor and respect, allow all glory to flow to Father, Spirit, Son. This is, and so this is. Amen. So, when you rest, rest well. When you wake, wake well. And know that your path is well lit by God. Blessing.